Hi, I'm Bob Turner. I'm the developer of Creekside Farm at Walnut Cove, and I'm a resident of the Cliffs at Walnut Cove here as well. I have been for about 12 years. What Creekside Farm is about is trying to meld nature, farm, and agriculture to the wellness community of the Cliffs. Um, the Cliffs wellness offerings include a 20,000 square foot wellness center with an indoor and outdoor pool, spectacular 18-hole golf course, miles and miles of hiking trails. But what we bring to the wellness picture here at the Cliffs is the food. Wellness is all about, it's not just about the exercise, it's about the healthy diet part of it too. And so the food that we produce here at the farm, all grown organically, is an important part to health. And we have a CSA program, Community Supported Agriculture Program, that allows people to participate in the food that's grown right here within a 2-iron away. So what do we mean when we talk about resilience or resilience thinking? Resilience relates to can we as a community take a hit and get back up? Can we take a hit and not shatter into a million pieces? So food is an important part of that. I've said before, when I talk about resilience thinking, I say, what happens if you turn the faucet and the water comes out? Do we have a backup plan? But there's risks out there, and when people have asked me, what are these risks? I say, take your pick. It's everything from rogue states like North Korea to Russian hackers trying to get at our power grid, to terrorist groups, to coronal mass ejection, a solar flare that can and has knocked out our grid in the past. In fact, in 1862, I believe it was, we had a solar storm that knocked out the telegraph system for months. That same event would shut down our power grid for months and perhaps even years. A nuclear weapon detonating in the upper atmosphere would wipe out the power grid for a third to a half of the country. So there's a lot of threats out there, and I try not to scare people, but the National Security Administration, the NSA, has got a term they've coined, agri-terrorism, because of the threats that they see to our food supply, that somebody could do something that could affect a lot of people. So that's resilience, is being able to be a little bit more self-reliant, and just in case, a little more self-sufficient. But it's also good for the economy, for the region, when we can do that, instead of shipping our food dollars off to some corporate headquarters in some faraway office building or even another country. Those dollars, when we buy local, when we eat local, stay here in the community. They support the farmer who's out there, then spending those dollars at other businesses in the community. So it builds the strength of the community in general. So that all ties into resilience. So when Katrina came through, we were out of gas here in Asheville within just like 3 days. Lines started forming. If anybody heard that a gas station had some gas, lines would form up way down the block, and it'd be hours to get gas. So it was fast. Within 2 or 3 days, our grocery stores started thinning out, running out of food. So it happens quickly when there's a disruption. Some people think that the grocery store has a warehouse full of food in the back, and they don't. It's all out front. And unless those supply trucks are running every day and they restock at night, shelves thin quickly. And so if another hurricane had come through and ripped up the east coast of the country just after Katrina, would have been really devastating.